I'm Sori.
And I'm Mom.
Me. You get it? You dumb butts?
So you get my mother in this review, and guess what, guys? It's a birthday.
Hey!
This is for Jay. He's one of our awesome villagers that's been with us.
He's the one that helped us
Actually,
with
yeah.
this.
She was asking about
With
this
the
light set.
LEDs.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So she was asking about that. So I was telling her, I was going through all the different settings with her and everything. So we're gonna sing Happy Birthday.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna be. I'm
Do you know how
gonna
to
do
strum
it. I'm
Happy
gonna do
Birthday?
it metal style, and
Nice.
then.
Okay. No, it's not in tune, but we just do it anyway. Pass her
It
that
can't be in
guitar.
tune because then the people will be too happy.
Yeah. So we don't want to make them happy.
Can't have
It's
that.
actually they make better comments if
Right.
they're not happy.
Really?
They're hilarious.
This
Yeah.
guy Ben Webb, he's a.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll say something rude about you because he does to all of
He
us.
will. Fuck you in advance, Ben. I'm talking about her.
Hey, don't say that for my mother.
Oh, shit.
It's a bad word.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, ready?
Happy
Birthday to you.
Ah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jay. Happy birthday to you. So, this birthday review is dedicated to you, our fine friend, by Carmen of the village. She wishes you a very, 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 very happy birthday.
It's a lot of berries.
So, apparently, Jay is a big fan of this band called Type O Negative.
Okay.
So this song apparently is something he's interested in, and wouldn't you know, he shares a birthday with my sister.
Really?
October 28th. Yep.
24th.
Oh, never mind.
This is a great family. Please join us.
Right. It is the 24th. When I saw 28th, I assumed that was it, but I was wrong.
How about we go into the song?
Okay, Mom, this song is
Yeah, but Jane's
called...
birthday is the 28th, right? 'Cause
Yes.
Otherwise, we're extremely late.
Yes.
Okay.
My sister's is the 24th. His is the 28th.
Okay.
I meant
So
to
Sori's
say
going
that their
to hell.
birthdays
Okay,
are
continue.
close.
Continue.
Anyway,
Good thing I was
so the name of the song is Bloody Kisses.
Ew.
Look, it's
I'm sure I'm going to love this song.
Type O Negative. Sori's gonna love it. You and I will be horrified because you and I are Christians. So let's continue.
Okay. And go.
my blood, I'll find your love. You found the strength to end a life as you did. So shall I. Please don't go.
Well,
there's your introduction to our channel, Mom.
what do you think?
Appreciate you.
No, I think it was pretty deep. I don't know. Suicide, like in my family, I've had suicide in family and friends, and so I think it hit me more deep than maybe somebody who hasn't experienced that in their family, even though it seems like this is maybe like a lover and wants to be one with her again, like part of him is missing. And the part that really hit me was when you could hear the crying in the background of the woman, and I was thinking, even if he wasn't there when she committed suicide, in his mind, he can hear the torment, he can feel the torment,
yeah.
he can, you know, and he doesn't want her to be alone in that. He's going to join her in that. Sad, you know, for me, sad, because, you know, there's always life on the other side of suicide, but yeah, yeah.
What about you?
You're up. You're the big Peter Steele fan.
Oh, I am. This one, I wasn't as big of a fan of this one as, you know, some of his other songs.
Okay.
But I still, I liked this one. Like I said, not as much as the other ones, but I did think that it was really sad in the sense, like at the beginning, when it's talking about all of her pain that she kept inside and she could no longer hide it. No cry for help, which is generally the story when somebody's ready to actually, you know, go through with it. They don't ask for help anymore. They're just, you know, people say, I didn't know that was going to happen. You know, both life and love could not be saved. She took them both to the grave. A pair of souls become undone, where we were two, now one. Divided by this wall of death, I soon will join you yet. I felt sad, like, for their situation, but at the same time, I was like, when I hear songs like this, I always kind of worry that it's going to make somebody, like, go through with something, and I don't want people to go through with that. So, like, when he says, like, a crimson pool so warm and deep lulls me to an endless sleep. Your hand in mine, I will be brave. Take me from this earth, an endless night, this, the end of life. And then, so he says that so if he's brave, he's gonna kill himself. So it's like, bravery, that's not bravery. Like, you can't say that someone who doesn't kill themselves is not brave. Like, the person who stays and faces life as it is, even though it feels hopeless, is the brave one. You know, like, I understand the concept of, like, it must be scary to, you know, fully go through with a suicide, but at the same time, like, the reason people go through with it is because something on this earth seems too much to handle. And so, you know, that's the choice and the decision that they make. And I just wouldn't want somebody to, like, hear this song and be like, it's true, like, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to go through with this.
Because it almost beckons you in a way.
Yeah, yes. And I felt that as well, that kind of beckoning. And kind of the romanticizing of this. From the dark I feel your lips and I taste your bloody kiss.
There's this weird, I don't know, story, whatever you want to call it, but this happened in New England. You hear about the girl who was, like, encouraging her boyfriend to kill himself?
Oh, gosh. Did you hear about that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they released the text, and it was horrible. I mean, like, she went on and on and on with him. Did you see the text?
I saw some of it. Some of it I think you read to me, and you didn't read all of it, I don't think.
Yeah, it's horrifying. So, like, your point is well taken. I mean, obviously, I don't think that these guys are trying to promote suicide, but the thing crossed my mind when you were talking about that, because I was like, what in the world? The first time I ever really came into this idea of, like, killing yourself because your significant other's dead is actually in the 11th grade in Mr. Klein's English class, when we were doing Romeo and Juliet.
Well, that's what I was going to say, Romeo and Juliet.
And I didn't know the story. So I'm reading the story, and I'm like, yo, this dude just, whoa, you're so stupid, bro. Like, she was really alive. And then she wakes up and then kills her. And I was just like, I was blown away by that idea. Like, what in the world? Like, you're gonna kill yourself over a girl? Like, what's wrong with you? You know, so like I couldn't fathom, especially like, you know, I didn't have a dad growing up. I had rappers as my role models, so the concept of even saying you loved a girl, forget it. Much less kill yourself for a girl. Like, I was mind boggling. I went to my teacher. I'm like, yo, did these kids just kill themselves over this bullshit? He was like, well, yeah, don't. And then he starts, you know, going over the whole Romeo and Juliet thing at the prologue with the star-crossed lovers and all that. Like, the whole thing, they were fated to be destroyed. But anyway, so I'm like looking at this and I'm like thinking, you know, in my you know 16-year-old brain, like what I was thinking at the time when I saw like that concept. It was the first time I ever did, you know. But did that make sense to you? Did Romeo and Juliet's craziness make sense to you? Or did you like look at it like, yo, these kids are crazy?
Oh no, I thought they were totally in love and just sold right out.
Yep.
Needed to be together in life and in death.
It was very romantic.
For me, it was.
Right. Okay, so I'm the odd man out there
in this conversation, but you're dealing with two people from the same family. I'm her daughter. I mean, of course, we're gonna have similar mindsets.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that. I was like, what in the world?
Beauty and the Beast. Yes.
I went home. My brother's an actor, right? I was like, maybe this teacher doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. My brother's an actor. I was like, yo, Junior. Yo, Romeo and Juliet, fam, how does that end? So he explains to me the ending. I'm like, yo, they kill themselves over a girl. I don't get it.
Did he get it?
Well, he just laughed at it, you know, because he knows how I am. It would make absolutely no sense to even talk to me about it. Because I just thought that was the most crazy thing in the world. But obviously, when you get older and you realize how rare actual, like, connections are with other people at that level is... Now it's not as crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? But that was because I never really, you know, had a connection like that with anybody. But now it's like, okay, well, it's a little bit different. Because it's not like you're going to be able to find another Juliet, man.
Right.
So, yeah, I get it. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean...
The thing about this dude is, like, a lot of his fans are like, yo, he's funny, like, he's a funny dude. So, like, when he was...
Well, he does put stuff in his things that are like, yeah.
But not particularly this song. Did you see anything funny?
Honestly, you'll probably check in the comment section and people will say, this was not meant to be serious.
Really?
Like, look,
Every
actually,
single
matter
time.
of fact, look on the side here. This is saying this song was inspired by the death of Peter's family cat, which Peter loved the most, and which lived with his family for 16 years. So I mean, I don't know if that's true, but
That's a bloody kiss with a cat.
it was inspired by that, which you know you can read some of it and you're like, well, I can kind of see, you know.
This is what I'm talking about with this dude, man.
Wow. Yeah.
He'll have you all feeling sorry.
And then all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people will be like, yo, you took that too seriously, Christian swine.
Yeah. All right. This is from Revolver Mag. 10 things you didn't know about Typo Negative's masterpiece. Let me put cat in here. From Christian Woman to the song about Peter Steele's cat.
See?
Oh my God.
What?
La ilaha illallah. Oh, let me...
Bloody Kisses was right there, babe.
Where? Hold on, wait. There it is, right there. In true irreverent typo form, Bloody Kisses, a majestic, mournful title track, was about a cat named Venus the
Get out
feline,
of town.
who had been Steele's beloved pet for 17 or 18 years before she passed away, whereupon he buried her in his backyard. No one wants to hear a guy who's 6'8" with long black hair and fangs crying about his fucking cat. So I had to make it extremely metaphorical. The singer bassist said of the song, I have a huge problem with abandonment and loss, so I took it very seriously. I love animals. She used to sit on my chest while I was doing bench presses. So, I mean...
Isn't that crazy?
Nothing necessarily to laugh about, because people get attached to their pets. You feel
Yeah,
me?
but it's just funny because, like, the whole time we're like, oh, this is suicide. But you know how cats do... I don't know what happened to this guy's cat, but you know how cats at the end of their life, when they know they're going to die, sometimes they like, do that. They go out to die somewhere else. They'll run into the road. They know it's over. Yeah, oh yeah. I've heard of people's cats doing that all the time. So, I'm like... Just okay. That's the thing. The whole time you're feeling like this is a relationship. This is a, and then it's a cat.
Yeah, you're related.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like at the same time, he's basically saying that he's seriously hurt by this. Like he's seriously like I know people that were so, in my opinion, antisocial. There's no way to say this in a way that's not going to get us, attacked anyway. So what can you do? But I knew people who were so antisocial that they would literally, like, relate to their animals as if they were persons, like people. Mm-hmm. And like I know people who call themselves mom and dad, and they're talking about these cats and these, like it's usually
bunches
cats.
of the people on our channel do that.
No. I'm not talking about like. They will get offended if you go, that's your pet. They'll get mad. They're like, no, this is my kid. Like, it's a thing. So,
I think that's more weird to you than.
That's extremely weird to me.
I mean, I get it.
Like calling your cat your kid.
We used to do that with our cats all the time.
Yeah, but if I were to go, right, sorry, but that's your pet, right? Like, of course, it's my pet.
Yeah.
These people will get offended when you say that their cat is their pet and not their kid, and they're not a real mom and all this. Like,
yeah.
They exchange Mother's Day cards and all this shit.
Yeah.
So
I've seen that.
So, but that's my thing is like I don't want to say like, this is funny because look, he just wrote it for his cat. Like, what if he was one of those people, and like he said, people aren't going to feel any sympathy for him or relate to him if he sings directly about the cat. So he's got to couch it in these amazing terms, like because you see what I'm saying? So he was basically saying like it wasn't valid for him to be 6'8" and whining about a cat, so he had to make up a story that some woman killed him.
Peter Steele did that?
Yeah.
Look, this is Peter Steele.
I mean, he was a big dude, bro. Look at that shit.
Wow, he is big.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Look at that.
Oh, he's gone to the gym.
He was 6'8".
He passed away now.
6'8".
Yeah. So, yeah. So he's basically saying like nobody's gonna feel sorry for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm this big dude crying over a cat. But if a big 6'8" guy is crying over his girlfriend, then it's okay.
Makes it legit.
So it's a very strange commentary on. I don't really know how to feel about that, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously being an antisocial person or something is something to be avoided. But I don't know, like, do you guys think you could be like a fully functioning human and like really elevate your pet to that degree and be healthy? Or do you feel like that's a marker of like an unhealthy person socially?
I will say everybody that I knew or that I know that's like that, they did socially have trouble.
Yeah, my point is I don't. On the one hand, it's kind of funny to me, and like especially the way he was singing, and he's like, "Yo, it's about a cat." Like it's extremely hard to take it like. And some I can imagine some people being angry, like because I've lost very close members of my family to suicide as well, but not occupying that role in my life. But I could easily see somebody who had that happen and is like, "Are you serious?" And you brought that out to speak for your dead cat? Like, are you crazy? So I get all three angles where maybe a person could be mad at us for laughing and saying, "Oh my God, it was a cat." I can see a person saying, "Nope, that's completely valid." I can also see a person saying, "Screw him for doing that," like because you're trivializing suicide now. You know what I mean? Like, I guess that's what great art is supposed to do, huh? Right? Is create all those conflicts.
Yep.
That solo in the middle of the song, I loved it very much. I don't think I remember hearing any solos from Typo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I liked. It wasn't complex, but I really don't like a bunch of notes in a solo most of the time. But it was really emotive, and I thought they did a really, really good job with it. So
I didn't like his voice as much in this one as I normally do.
But it was raw.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually gonna try to convince her to do "Love You to Death." Just hear the song and just because we already reviewed it, but I actually want you to hear it. And if I can convince my mom to do that, that will be a bonus up on Patreon.
Oh boy.
So.
You made the big times there.
So yeah. I mean, For me, this is probably like an 8. What is it for you guys? 1 to 10 is how we rate it.
I think it's a 9. I liked
Really?
it. I really,
A 9?
Do you
I
like
liked
his
it.
voice?
I liked it. Well, I liked the rawness of it
Yeah.
because it was like
She's gonna like love me.
because it's like the way that I was seeing it in my mind. Then the rawness of that
Oh, yeah.
would make total sense.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, I would give it a 9.
What do you give it, babe?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 9.3. I mean, look. I thought the lyrics at the beginning were kind of basic, but I felt like he went somewhere with the song, with crying in the background, and so whether or not it was about his cat, I mean, we heard it from the horse's mouth.
I know,
About his cat.
I know.
But still, part of me feels like it wouldn't surprise me if he lost people in his life to suicide. You know what I'm saying? So it might be one of those things where it gets really meta, and he's saying he put it in the
Yep.
concept of a dead person because suicide, because he didn't want to grieve over his cat, but maybe his grief for his cat was layered underneath something else, and he's just channeling it to the cat. And so he's like, I don't know, psychoanalyze. I mean, he's with the Ein Sof now, he's with God, so I'll ask him when I get to see him. But so anyway, it's a 9.3, and that solo bumped it up from a 9.2 to a 9.3 because I really like that solo. So there you are, Jay. Happy birthday, you bum.
All right, well,
Why did you turn off the light?
I don't believe I did. I think we probably knocked it off when we were.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Well, there you go. Vin out.
Sorry out.
Mom,
Me
goodbye.
gone. Amateur.